Okay, I'm actually really excited for the questions that we have today because one of them is the one where I told you to hold on to that rage. You'll remember when I tell you the question.
Oh, you didn't even have to remind me.
I was
Is it the
talking
I,
to a
first one?
friend. Yeah, this
I
is the
came to
first
this
one.
podcast pre-mad.
Beautiful. Okay, so then I guess we're starting. Welcome, friends. I told Brooks to hold on to her rage at the end of last week's stream, and now here we are. I'm ready to get raged at. Is it okay to eat plain saltines?
Maybe I'm remembering the question wrong.
Maybe.
I thought the
Yeah.
question was if it's okay to eat them in bed.
Oh, no, that's just me being a little goblin.
Monster does such a thing. You can't eat crumbly foods in bed.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I came to
Oh,
the
everyone
podcast
was mad
mad.
at me for eating crackers in bed, not
No,
for
no,
just
no.
eating plain saltines.
I don't care about the saltines. I care about you
Oh,
eating them in bed.
are you talking about the euphemism? Like that wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers?
Yeah,
Is that
Wait,
where
and
this came from?
who said that and
Bridget
when?
literally eats crackers in bed.
That happened.
What?
I can't remember who we were talking about,
That's not
but it
a
was the
like
three
that's
of
a
us.
euphemism that somebody is like adding something to as a joke, correct? That's not real.
Oh, that's the thing people say.
I
Uh-huh.
thought it just wouldn't kick them out of bed.
I mean, people shorten it sometimes, but that's the
For
actual
eating crackers.
phrase.
For eating
Wait,
crackers.
wait a minute. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. I love it so much. So we were mad because I was eating saltines in bed, correct?
Yeah,
Why don't you eat one of those Nature Valley granola bars in your bed for crying out loud?
might as well.
Cuz that it's not the same. I want my plain salty carb.
If you want to lay in a bed that is the equivalent of your shirt after a haircut, you might as well eat the granola bar.
What are your haircuts like, buddy?
After I get a haircut, my shirt's all like,
You probably have like little shorter, like little bristly hairs, like as opposed to like longer ones that would bother you less.
They don't put the cape on you?
they do, but some gets through. It's
That's
like
Capes?
a problem that I have.
the
That
cape
wasn't
is
even a
like,
problem that I had when I had a pixie cut.
I was gonna say the cape is like a condom. It's not always 100% effective.
It
I mean, you're so right,
only
but
works like 97% of the
It
time.
only works- yeah.
fascinating. Okay,
No,
well,
I,
I'm
mean, I
glad we figured out why you were raging at me, and I'm gonna say in my defense, leave me alone.
Well, no, also, but like plain saltines, that makes me think you're terminally ill or something. Because like you eat saltines like that when you're sick and you can't keep other food down, or you have like some sort of long-term illness. Like believe my grandmother, who was diabetic, ate a lot of saltines.
No, salty carb, good.
They have no flavor. I mean, there's so many other crackers you could eat that have more flavors and also salty
It's not
carbs.
about that.
I
It's about
don't actually.
plain salty carb.
Yeah, I don't actually hate plain saltines. I just would never ever eat them in bed.
Stop judging me.
I mean, I'll eat a plain Ritz cracker on occasion, but at least those have like a buttery taste to them,
Yeah,
as opposed to cardboard with salt.
I don't think the plain Ritz hit the same for whatever reason.
I think they're way better.
Mm, I don't know.
I mean, I'll only eat a plain saltine if I am starving and there's literally nothing else to eat.
That's a pretty high bar, friend.
Oh yeah, no, it's appropriate.
I'm gonna
People that,
say that's just a little bit dramatic, but okay.
by the way, tangential question, and we can maybe push it off for another time. Crackers and soup.
Bad.
I
ooh,
I do not get why people put crackers in soup. The soup is good. You don't need to add carb to it.
Oh, see,
they're the same.
it's the taste is fine. I
Texture.
like the combination of of the flavors. It's that the crackers be getting soggy,
Yes.
and that disgusts me.
That is gross.
Like, I cannot any form of food that was once crunchy that is now no longer. that is one of the worst textures known to man. I hate it so much.
I like it. It's the same as when you put like garlic toast and like French onion soup.
No.
How
Like-
long are you leaving it in the soup for?
For long enough that you can pull it apart with a fork. That's the whole point of why. That's the whole point of why it's in there.
That's disgusting.
It's not there so you can take it back out and crunch it.
The crunch is half the appeal of garlic bread.
Yeah, I could see like
No,
dipping garlic bread in like
garlic
tomato
bread.
soup or something.
Yeah, I can see dipping your garlic
Right.
bread in soup, period, but you're leaving it in there long enough to pull it apart with a fork.
No, that's not okay.
First of all, I have never heard that before in my life. Second of all, are you okay?
Hang on, I will look it up because it might not be garlic bread, but you do put like a toasty bread in French onion soup.
Like a rye bread? That
What's
seems like
red
it made sense.
In soup.
No, like, to me, like, I like the crackers and I like the soup, but I don't like them together because I think the crackers, like, overpower and take away from the tastiness of the soup.
The bread
Oh.
is the bread is a broiled bread that's topped with 3 different types of cheeses.
I don't even eat French onion soup, so.
Your French onion soup.
Your face is the French onion soup.
And
French onion soup is
okay,
what?
we have devolved.
And for once, it was Brooks and I who really tanked the
I
conversation.
know.
To me, that's
Sorry?
the natural progression.
Yeah.
Like, every single time someone says you're a whatever, I always have to say your face is a whatever.
Yeah.
It's just fine.
Yeah.
It's just a thing I do.
Oh, I remembered the thing that Zach and I were gonna add to our really annoying back and forth that you have to endure.
Mm.
Anyone want to just link up and drink water?
One thing about me, I'll always be drinking water.
That's important, man.
Yeah, I'd say we're sorry, but like we're not.
Yeah.
Oh man, Bridget, I forgot to tell you this was weeks ago. I was in class and I actually said the phrase hydrate or dihydrate in class.
Yes. Oh my god, yes. Any further context, or just is the announcement just that it happened?
Just what happened, I was like in the middle of saying something, but I was super thirsty, so I grabbed my water and I was like, "Oh, sorry, give me a moment." I took during it, I said hydrate or dihydrate,
Yes.
and then I just continued.
I absolutely love that. I love knowing that slowly but surely I am infecting the way you talk. Just like slowly but surely you are influencing my music taste.
Oh yeah, I'm always surprised every time like we're in the car or something and you start singing a song like,
It's happening, bud.
You
It's
know the
happening.
song?
Slowly but surely. So,
nice.
putting that out there.
I did have a question that I didn't get a chance to put in the thing because I don't
You
think
raised-
that episode was up. But wait, what? Did I miss something?
I said you didn't raise your hand.
Oh,
You said you had a question. Sorry. Yes, Zach.
so I had a question for the group
Yes.
that I didn't get a chance to put in because this week's episode was not up yet. But for people who use Twitter on their phone not in dark mode, I want to know if you're okay.
Yeah, I would love to study you.
Yeah.
The dark mode.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I don't actually like go on Twitter. I just go on there to read the things that you guys send, so I don't actually like spend time on it.
That's how I got lured into Twitter. A
But
friend of
I'm
mine
pretty sure.
started sending me stuff, and I was like, I forgot I have this, and now I'm like an animal.
Yeah.
Like I have evolved backwards.
Yeah, this is just like normal.
Oh
Ew,
no!
you live like that? Damn bitch, you
Again.
live like this?
I don't go on Twitter.
Okay, fine. I'll allow it, I guess.
I just don't understand how anybody can stare like into the sun.
I don't know how anyone does anything like sans dark mode.
I always have like the like night mode on my phone, the like not UV or the not what's it called? like when you put your phone on night mode so that the blue light, the blue light, that's what it is. The UV rays. You know how phones can just block those.
Yeah.
Oh. I turned on dark mode.
Welcome to the world.
Yeah, well.
Nope, I don't like it. Going back.
Oh no.
Who are you? Yeah, no, literally every social media platform that has a dark mode option.
Yeah.
I have that on permanently.
You can use Google in black mode or dark mode. There is like it's the same, you know, search engine, just like a different like web address, but it shows at the bottom how much power it's saved, like since they started it, and it's really cool. Like it's actually better for the environment.
Okay, well, I'm majorly here for that. Actually, I was just about to say that, like, even the main site that I read fan fiction on, I have set to dark mode.
I actually find it harder to read. It hurts my eyes more.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh,
it might
I
have
could have just
something
made a
to
really
do
mean.
with.
I could have just been mean.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it because you're old?
I was about to say. I think the reason. I think the reason I really need to find an optometrist. Like they're not bad, but it actually is like difficult for me to like pick out the words more when it's light on dark, than vice versa.
Fascinating.
So it is, you know, just you wait. 13 years, you'll be as old as I am, and you'll see. You'll all see. It's finals week.
I know.
I'm losing it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm trying not to be too super
And
weird.
no, I won't. I'll be in a robot body by then.
That'll be what, 2035? And yes, I had to look at a calendar to know what year it was.
2029? That's not a real year.
Not a real year. Drinking moon juice, President
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
It does sound so futuristic, though.
Doesn't it?
You a paper.
The fact that now on Twitter people like there is video and photographic evidence of John Mulaney and Bo Burnham interacting, and I'm afraid of what this means for my mental health. Like I feel like the combination of those two doing anything together potentially it would kill everyone in a 2-mile radius. Anyway, would we like to move on? I think I'm again excited because I have like just some of those small ones that I think are the ones that you don't think about and the ones that we almost wind up killing each other over.
Yeah, I think the last one's gonna
I think
interesting.
it's gonna be spicy. But are we pro or anti olive in this house?
Aggressively pro.
I am very much pro olive.
All right, moving on.
Aggressively, but
oh, I would say aggressively.
Yeah.
I don't know how people don't like olives.
I used to hate them.
I've never not liked them, which is kind of funny because my sister and I were remarkably picky children, but one of our babysitters got us to eat them by being like, oh, you frog hands. And I was just like, oh shit, frog hands, sign me up.
Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
My parents used to get us to drink milk, because, the 90s. But they used to get us to drink glasses of milk by putting food coloring in them.
Yep.
So they put like blue and they call it Smurf milk, or green and it was grass milk.
Exciting.
And of course then we wanted to drink it. So it's like, yeah, kids are so gullible.
Kids are so good. It's super fun. Actually, you just reminded me of a like tangential thing. Whenever we would make pancakes when I was growing up, we would always like put food coloring in the pancake batter, and for whatever reason it was like such a big deal for me and my sister to be the ones to like whisk the pancake batter. I don't know why we were so about that, but like we went nuts for that.
Whisk life.
Yeah, I used to.
I whisked the batter.
I whisked the batter. We gotta stop with the Italian accents, but we're not going to.
No, we don't. Again, we don't.
We spent like 2 hours in a car together just doing that back and forth, and I don't think it's gonna stop now.
See, but this is what I love about us, though. We don't make each other better. We make each other aggressively worse versions of ourselves all the time. And that's what you look for.
Yeah, every second we hang out, we are making each other worse.
Mhm.
Anyway, someone was going to say something.
I was going to say that I used to hate olives, except then when I was in high school, I worked at a pizza place. And, occasionally there'd be like a mistake pizza, or people would order a pizza, then never get it. So we'd end up with like all this pizza. And, I'm like a teenager. I'm like, yes, I will eat all the pizza.
Of course.
And so, of course, feed myself pizza with olives sometimes. And I got used to it, essentially. So now I eat them. But I'm not like, olives.
Oh, I am like olives.
I am like olives too.
Yeah, no. The absolute
no.
best pizza is pepperoni and black olive. Not taking suggestions or constructive criticism at this time, thank you.
I'm very familiar with your love of olives. How many times have I gotten you olives without you even asking? Like when I got you olives for your Aunt Cookie sub, or when we were making quesadillas, and I was just like, well, I better get some olives.
Thanks, Mom.
I
Love
feel
you.
like a cursed Bridget drink would be tea, but instead of boba, it's olives.
That's too far. No, that's too far.
So tea with olives in it.
Bad.
It's
No, bad.
the craziest idea.
Yeah, I feel like there's got to be a tea that has like olive flavoring in it.
Yeah,
At some point.
it would not
That'd be
surprise.
nice. Yeah.
I mean, I'll have to do some research. Now you got me thinking about boba.
Research olive tea.
I mean, you are the podcast Googler. That is your job.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Because my computer's been doing funny things. I'm afraid.
Okay. I was like, what are we not risking?
I mean, I could use my phone, I guess.
This is true. We're not cavemen, SpongeBob. We have technology.
We have the Google.
Love the Google. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, again, now I'm just thinking about boba. Delicious edible.
There's like olive leaf tea. That's what I'm finding.
There's a place by me that has passion fruit boba.
That's very good.
So good. It's so good. Oh. Olive leaf tea is a kind of tea. Is that what you said, Zach? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
I realized that you said a thing that I didn't hear. Yeah. So you could easily make some of that and then just get a can of black olives.
No, okay,
drop
that's
it in
bad. I don't like that.
Get you one of those boba straws so you can suck up the olives.
That would have to be the largest boba straw imaginable.
You get sliced ones. Get the sliced olives.
I wish there was a decent boba place near me. Again, now I'm just on this track. And also just thinking about the fact that I've said this on the podcast before, one time I chewed on Polly Pocket clothes until the design came off.
That still checks me out. I think my favorite is just like the way you tell that story. Like you took it out and the color wasn't there.
Yeah, no, it was a cheetah print at the start of that movie, and then it was pink. What can I say, man? Polly Pocket clothes were delicious.
At least that was post lead-based paint, so that doesn't explain anything.
My dad came up in the generation of the people who would run through the
like the pesticide fucking mist.
Yeah, the pesticide planes that would fly over. It was like him, like that was a thing then. You'd run through it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my mom and dad have both confirmed that was a thing that happened. I don't know how any of them made it to adulthood. Like, no bike helmets, no car seats, no seat belts in some cases. Like, my mom's brother and his friends, they used to entertain themselves by, like, riding their bikes and shooting bottle rockets at each other. They used to make blow darts out of needles and yarn and shoot them at each other with straws. Like, that was entertainment. How did any of you make it?
One of my professor, a teacher in high school, lived in a dorm with a bunch of engineering students, and they had like rocket wars in the hallways of the dorms.
Of course.
And they set up barricades and they build rockets and then shoot them horizontally at each other.
What else are you supposed to do?
Yeah. It was the old days.
I've got to put on all these layers. But yeah, I don't know how anyone in those days like made it.
Simpler times. We're cursed with knowledge now.
It does sound like you were having fun.
Oh yeah, that's like all the stuff you were saying. Like that was my childhood. I think I probably had a car seat, but like I'd never owned a bike helmet in my life. We didn't wear seatbelts when I was growing up until they made it a law that you had to.
And isn't that big government for you?
Keeping people from
Yeah.
dying.
Keep you alive.
I always think about the playgrounds, like all metal playground equipment, and then like either hard concrete or like gravel. You would just fall and oh man, you got messed up.
The all metal slides that would get to like 180
Oh my
degrees in the
God,
It
summer.
leaves trail of skin behind you.
Yeah, every day I am salty about the fact that I like cannot experience being like, 24 years old in every era of history, because obviously every era has its problems and things are always terrible in some way, shape, or form. But God, I want to be able to experience the good part of being 20 and like of being in my 20s in every decade.
Like a day.
Yeah, just a day to do all the fun shit.
I wish I was in my mid 20s, but like in like that 2002, 2003, like flip phones, like Kelly Rowland is texting on Excel, like just where things are so much easier. And like every once in a while I entertain the possibility of ditching my iPhone and getting a flip phone. Like they still have them, but then I don't do it.
Just having that conversation with somebody else last night who wants to do that.
If you had that pink Motorola flip phone, you
were
the baddest
shit.
bitch on the
Razor. Oh man, I never had one and I was always so jealous.
My first cell phone was one of the like slide out ones that had the keyboard. Loved her, miss her.
The first phone I had just was like one of those track phones that was just like, a little brick. But every phone I had after that until smartphones were a thing was a slider.
Yes.
I never had a flip phone.
There is a new Motorola Razr phone in 2022.
It's a smartphone.
Still.
Yeah, but
you flip it open and there's a screen.
But like, what a vibe.
Mm-hmm. Those things were huge too. They went like from your ear to like your shoulder. Like they were so long.
I don't remember if those ones still had antennas or not too that you would pull out.
Oh, my dad's BlackBerry had an antenna that you would pull out. Also, what happened to those, by the way?
They became not necessary.
Bring back the antenna.
No, not the antenna. I mean like BlackBerry, the company.
Oh.
They recently stopped making phones, but also bring back the antenna.
Yeah, bring back the antenna. Those were fun. Yeah.
It was such a pain. Like, oh, I gotta answer my phone. Hold on.
Nah.
Flip it open. Let me.
I miss playing Brick Breaker on my dad's BlackBerry.
Was that the wheel where like you shoot the ball into the bricks, then you have to like yep. I played that on my iPod Nano.
Oh, good shit.
It sounds like Snood.
Is it bad that when you say that I heard it in like Snoop's voice from It's Hot or whatever the song is?
I'm sure it's still available to play online somewhere. If you want to know what it was like to be in high school and the turn of the millennium, go play Snood. That's what we all played.
I dig it. My generation was like the Webkinz Club Penguin Neopets generation.
Yeah.
That's what we did after school.
Webkinz fucked so hard.
I hate every single day that I cannot remember the password to my Webkinz account. My sister was able to get into hers. I can't. And
I still know the login for mine.
We are gonna stream you checking on your Webkinz after however many years.
Dead.
No, they don't die. Like, they can't die. Your Neopets could die, which was fucked.
Like, Tamagotchis.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
mine died all the time.
I hate every single day that I cannot remember the login information to my Webkinz account. I want it so bad.
The website called snoodworld.com that has the Snood games.
Noted. We will link that in the description.
It came out from the original Snood came out for Macs in 1996 and for Windows in '99.
Fascinating.
Really?
Little piece of computer history for you.
I love that. Do we want to get to the part where we might murder each other? Because I think that'll be fun.
With questions like this, I never know how it's gonna. It might be that we murder each other. It might be just like,
It's a good thing we're doing this remote.
Okay, besties, how do we take off a shirt?
It depends.
I mean, if it's a button down,
Yes.
obviously.
If I am in a Top Gun movie, arms crossed. Other than that, normal.
What's normal?
it's normal.
You just like pick it up from the sides,
No, you don't.
or well,
Like
no,
it's stuck.
like you grab the collar and pull it over that
What?
way.
You what?
I've
Yeah.
literally never taken a shirt off by the collar.
You grab the collar and then you just like
No.
pull it over. the head.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
That's weird to think about.
I don't like
As
that.
imagining it.
It's normal.
No, it's not. He's not
It is.
Italian anymore. He's normal now. But
Who
no.
does that? I wonder if it's like a dude thing. I've seen dudes do that, but I've
Or they
never
do
seen
the
a woman do that.
one-handed thing where they like yank it over, which I don't
Oh.
understand.
Have you seen those TikToks where they
I'm
put
sorry.
it on their head and then they like whip their foot up?
Yes. Oh, I love all the failure. But yeah, no, like arms crossed. That's normal.
That's so clumsy.
No, it's not.
Arms get all like in each other's way.
How complicated is this for you?
It's not at all complicated. You grab at like 10 and 2 like you're driving.
No, you don't. This is the weirdest thing I have ever done in my life.
No,
I
what?
hate it.
And your arms are like,
Yeah.
Your arms just come up through it.
No, they don't.
I'm willing to take my shirt off on stream to prove a point. Actually, no, I'm not, but I would
No.
otherwise.
I think one of the factors here is how tight the shirt is, one,
Sure.
Okay.
and how stretchy the fabric is. Because, first of all, like my running clothes, right? They're always like super spandex because you're trying to be aerodynamic running, and there's no way I'm getting those off unless I like peel them.
Yeah, it's like it's
They're all sweaty and
also
gross.
just like my bra wearers out there will know this. Trying to take off or put on a sports bra when your skin is even the slightest bit damp, one of
Yeah,
the
they do the
most
same thing. I grab and
unpleasant experiences known to man. It's worse
Yeah,
putting it
it's weird.
on when your skin is slightly wet because then it like rolls up at the back
oh yeah,
and it's awful.
well yeah, because when you try and put it on, you have to have a certain placement, right? So you got to put in the effort versus just trying to get it off you.
Yeah,
right? So
and
there's
even
more
getting it
effort
off,
involved.
like if like even slightly damp. If you are slightly sticky, it is one of the worst experiences known to humankind.
The only time I have done the arm thing, like, and peeled it off is when I was running and got caught in like a downpour. And if I tried to pull it over my head, literally the shirt would have ripped. It was that like stuck to me.
That's why you have to do the
Yeah.
crossing.
The peel. Yeah, no, I don't
You don't waste your
understand
time.
taking shirts off any other way. I really don't.
Well, the reason I said the thing about a stretchy fabric, because when I was just doing that, trying to imagine that, like this fabric has like no give whatsoever, and it's not gonna let me do that. But if
Just
you're wearing like a t-shirt, cotton has stretch to it.
the next time you go to take a shower, just right here and pull.
Okay. I guess.
Well, no, because then don't you have to like, like pull your arms all the way up to get it all the way off your head?
No, it just does it naturally.
No,
What
'cause,
about
like,
what about with long
it's-
sleeves? I feel like that's gonna make it a lot harder.
I don't really wear long sleeve shirts. The only long sleeve shirts I wear have a button, are button up, so it doesn't really affect that.
I feel like I would have put a t-shirt on over what I'm wearing to like
Oh, wait,
illustrate what I'm trying to say here.
that's not true because whenever I wear like hoodies or crew necks, I take it off the same way. So no, it doesn't affect it.
That's weird. I don't like that.
But like, I'm seriously about to go grab a t-shirt and
Do
put it on
it.
over my shirt.
Do it. Our
That's-
fact character does it again. This is like a real life episode of Mythbusters.
I'm going to have to put that in her like bio on the podcast website.
What?
That you're like the resident fact checker.
T-shirt on it. This doesn't feel weird at all.
It's fine.
Okay. Right. So
Just
you're
grab-
saying grab it like this.
Yes.
and then just pull it over your head
I,
and keep
that's not
going.
gonna happen.
Keep going. Your arms are up already. Just keep pulling.
No, like it is literally not moving. It is stuck. That
See?
was so much work.
Okay,
No.
question though. Is that like a women's cut t-shirt?
No, this is just a regular like unisex t-shirt from our race. They don't do the ladies. Versus
Yeah, it's so
That's
much
me, I'm just
easier the
gonna-
other way. I should have worn a sports bra.
versus where's the edge of my shirt?
Yeah, it's so much easier.
I'm actually not
It's in
good.
one hand.
I'm not taking. Wait. I didn't see it because I was getting my own shirt. But I'm.
I shouldn't have worn a sweatshirt.
I feel like now, like the one time that I go to try to do it, like that's a perfect. Yeah. But
Demonstrate. How do you
Wait,
make
you
that?
used this like a second hand there.
what?
You used like a second hand in there somehow.
Yeah, you use both
You
hands.
did like a... No, you did like a... Why am I getting my hair out like it's gonna... Anyway. You did like a... Oh my god, it's not gonna work. Why am I gonna try? It's
And then you,
seriously like... It gets fully stuck. I don't know if it's because it's more closely fitting, you know?
Well, I
Then
mean,
you
I
start-
don't even.
Might be, but
I'm
like...
not gonna do.
I mean, it's not tight.
because I'm just wearing a bra underneath this. But like, even this, I feel like would not come off cleanly.
Pull.
No, I mean, it legitimately... I saw it get stuck for a second.
Well, because I'm wearing a shirt under it.
No, I got caught.
You wear two t-shirts.
Because, again, this shirt is not tight, right? It's
Cut
got...
to us
all
at the
kinds of
next
looseness.
sleepover, standing in a circle, screaming at each other, taking shirts on and off.
See, like, it is literally... See how hard I'm pulling?
Yes, but okay.
I
see
stretched my
your
shirt way
problem.
out. What is it?
Let me screen grab that. No, I see your problem. Once it's over there, you keep trying to go. At that point, you reach over, you grab the other side, and then you just like pull it off.
What I said, you had a second hand in there. That's what I meant.
I don't, but you don't
Right.
have when you do the like roll up, you don't have to readjust whatsoever.
You do that, and then you do this?
No.
Grab it. Here? What are you
First of all,
doing?
it's just like you talking from under the shirt is really funny. But, like
I can see
the-
through the shirt, actually, so...
Ooh,
the shoulder,
cheap shirt.
the shoulder there.
What? Here?
Yep, and then pull.
We are going to be in a hotel room in
Right,
Saratoga,
it's not...
screaming at each other. No, okay, Zach,
Versus,
I
if
want
you
to
didn't
see
see-
you try and do
I'm getting a
the.
little stretched out. Now,
I
Zach
can.
didn't see what I did the other way before.
No,
Ready?
you're
This is
not.
the way that I do it.
Yeah, it's so much easier.
Well, that's because you're not doing the other way right.
What can I possibly be doing wrong?
You're not grabbing the right part of the shirt.
Just where you told me to grab.
Wait, so
No.
Zach, do you ever do the one hand like yank? 'Cause
Not
that
really.
I have never figured that out, even
No.
with like super loose t-shirts.
I
I
don't
can
count how
never-
many times I've
I kind of want to. Hang on. Okay, that I want to. What do I do with my shirt?
literally now I want to try that one. Hold on, no, my hair's in the way.
It's just what?
On God's green earth does someone do that?
I don't know, and I have tried it with like
the one-handed yank.
I have tried it with the
I still do,
loosest
like,
t-shirt I have. I have this giant t-shirt I got from a Post Malone concert, and I still cannot make it work. People do it like just like
Do you grab the back of the
Okay.
collar or the back of the
I'm
shirt?
losing it. I'm losing it.
What the fuck?
I don't understand how. Again, I've tried it with the biggest t-shirt I have.
I just did it. It wasn't pretty, but I did it.
No, but like I've seen videos of people doing it so cleanly where they just like yank it off in like one smooth motion, and I do not understand how it works.
Yeah, I don't understand anybody who doesn't do the cross because it like
Yeah, it's so much.
it takes
easier.
like a second.
Your arms should see taking off your shirt is like playing soccer. Should never cross. Your arms should never cross. Legs should never cross.
Why?
Do I look like I've ever played? Actually, I technically have played soccer, but I was a child and I remember nothing.
Because then you trip.
Oh, okay.
By the way, a random aside, I learned last week that the coach of our soccer team at Geneseo, the men's soccer team, is English. And how much do you think he hates life when he has to call it soccer all the time?
A lot, but also the fact that it is called soccer in the popular lexicon at all is the British's fault. Tim Meredith taught us that it was short for like football association, so they put the sock in the middle. And then when the United States kind of like, we split off and just kept using that word.
Interesting.
So, I mean, it's their fault we say it.
Yeah.
So, think about that.
But there's not any sort of logic to why your arms should not cross, though.
Yeah, no. At least not as far as I'm concerned.
It's just more convenient that way.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorite things, because, doing it that way automatically turns the shirt inside out, but if you have a sleeveless shirt like this one, I'll do that, and then I just shake my arm, and it turns itself right side out again because it goes through the sleeve hole.
But that's the other thing. When I take it off my way, it comes off right side in.
Oh, see, I wash most of my t-shirts inside out anyway because it preserves the design.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're actually saving that step too, turning them inside out.
Boom. Yeah, that is the superior shirt removal method, in my opinion. I will attempt Zach's later, and the one-handed yank over the head thing I have never understood and never will.
I think we should all stand in a circle and attempt the foot grab.
That is going to result in several concussions.
Yeah, I truly think that
themselves on their face is so funny.
I know.
I feel like the taking it off by the collar or the back is very much a dude thing, just because their clothes tend to be like looser.
Yeah.
And stretchier because there's not as many synthetic fabrics as there are with a lot of women's clothes.
Yeah. This has
Our
been
third count.
3 grown adults screaming at each other about how to take off a shirt for 20 minutes.
It's an important question.
Again, it's the things that you don't think about that we always get the most heated over. So I go through my day and I'm like, what's a question I could ask that I wouldn't even think should be a question?
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
I was say there's a whole bunch of different questions you could ask really in that regard, like how you put on pants and stuff.
What are the options?
Well, I do the kangaroo method where you throw them down and jump both legs in the same time.
You're joking, right?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
I was like, why is nobody else laughing?
But what are the options? You just put the pants on.
No, I mean, some people sit down to put them on.
Some people what?
Huh.
Well then, but you have to stand up anyways to get them over your butt.
But to be able to put them on one leg at a time while standing, that means you have to balance on one leg to do it.
Okay, yeah, if you have mobility issues, that's one thing, or if you can't balance well, but
or if you're legitimately so tired and or so sore.
Okay. But other than that, what?
What?
No, yeah, no, I mean, other than the exceptions we have just listed. Huh?
No, I know there's some thought in my head that I'm not getting to because, as I said before, finals week. Plus, I leave a week from today.
I love that for you.
How do you think dogs put pants on?
One paw at a time?
I put my bra on one boob at a time. I'm no hero.
Yeah, and I was actually thinking about when we talked about a few weeks ago, how you put on a bra.
You
It's
can't
a similar
just
sort of question.
slide it forward. Like, there has to be some sort of, like, adjusting that happens, or it's just not going to sit correctly on your body.
Yeah,
Well, we
I
were talking about like fastening it in front versus back.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking about that a lot since then because I got some new ones, and one of them has 3 hooks, and it is actually way more difficult to do because every time you get the first one hooked, then you hook the second one, the first one unhooks,
Rip.
and it's a giant pain in the ass.
But you don't flip it around, do you?
so
No,
much.
of course not.
Exactly. Your pride is involved at that
I'm a
point.
grown woman. Yeah, I definitely feel like there was something I was thinking about with regard to putting on pants, and I don't know what it was. Maybe it'll come to me.
I've gotten questions about the fact that I like usually wear a belt with like most pants.
Ew, I hate belts.
Oh, see, it makes me feel safe.
Oh, yeah, me too.
I find them very uncomfortable.
I mean, the flip side, of course, is like half the times when I'm wearing pants, it's like work pants,
Yeah.
and you wear a belt with those. I've never worn suspenders a day in my life.
Oh, I have several times.
How do we feel about that?
Start.
Mainly for cosplay though.
That could be my new thing. I could get a bunch of fun suspenders and wear them under my clothes, but no one would know.
One of my teachers in high school actually wore suspenders every Thursday just for fun. He called
I've
it
worn
Suspender
like
Thursday.
What was it called?
Douglas
They're like
Marks, I hope you're doing good.
they're like reverse suspenders or something. I forget what they're called, but basically,
Like garters?
I think
I'm
so.
thinking reverse suspenders is something that yanks your pants down.
No, it's like like they go on your thigh, but then they clip to your shirt, so it keeps your shirt tucked in.
Oh yeah, they clip to your shirt and your socks.
Yeah, it's like
Your
it's like with like a pilot uniform, because you got to be looking like super.
Garters.
Huh?
Garters.
I don't know if that's what those are called.
They weren't. That's what they weren't called when I got. Wow, they weren't called that when I got them, but I don't remember what they were called. It had suspenders in there somewhere.
No, I know.
But
I
your
know what you
socks?
mean though, because like if like a pilot uniform or whatever, because you got to be looking like real crisp.
You gotta be looking like hotel air conditioning.
Correct.
Yep. Garters, garters, garters.
Interesting. See, when I think of that, I think of like Rocky Horror. Like that's what I think of.
Because you're thinking of a women's garter belt,
Yeah.
which is not necessarily the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
But it's the more fun slutty version.
I also really don't recommend looking up men's garters.
Well, obviously, you know what we're about to do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just some of the pictures.
Oh, okay. So this just says like shirt holder,
Interesting.
but yeah, it is like I just Googled it and it's basically that.
Oh,
It just keeps your shirt tucked in.
interesting.
But yeah, but I mean, this is what I'm talking about, where they like will connect your shirt to your socks. Essentially, it keeps your shirt down, your socks up.
But why is it connected to your sock though?
It's for
So
like
your socks stay
military
up.
dress uniforms.
So your socks
Then
stay up?
Yeah.
Is that
Plus,
the
it gives
problem?
something for some people, and plus, it gives something for your shirt to like anchor to.
I've never had a problem where see, my shirt just anchors to the fat in my thigh, but I've never had a problem with my socks like falling down.
People just don't have high quality socks.
Sometimes I roll them down intentionally because I don't like all that texture on that much of my leg.
Yeah, no.
I feel like it's one of those ye olden day things, because like every time in some old movie, like everyone's got like the sock garters.
Mm-hmm.
Where the men have their pants up to like their chests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly,
old
bring that
days.
Those short little ties.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fat little chubby ones.
And they're like tucked into the ridiculously high pants.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, honestly, bring it back.
Yeah.
Also, people wore a lot more hats.
Bring back the hat wearing.
I wore a hat today.
But that's not like a gentleman's cap.
No, it's more like a frat cap. Oh,
This is frat
you know
boy
what?
Zach.
Hang on. You know what the very fratty thing to do is wearing like 2 hats.
Oh God, yeah.
Ooh, early 2000s.
I'm going to a house party on Friday. Should I go? Like,
Yes, you should. And I expect pictures.
it's a very just
There you go. That and like the double popped collars. Ah,
I hate it so much.
fascinating. I like was only a child, so I like look back and I'm like, that seems like it was kind of fun.
You know, so I was like, that was like when I was in college. Do people still do that?
No.
with what?
The double layered like popped collar polos.
I have no idea. I don't really remember it.
No. I just think it looked kind of fun.
You know, it just it was you know, a red flag. You just see that and you're like, let me go the other way and not talk to this person.
Okay,
But
well then it was
handy in that way.
functional.
Did you really need 2 of them?
I mean, it was functional for the people who wanted to know to avoid them.
Oh. Yeah. That's what I'm
Sorry,
saying.
I'm
It was
still
handy
laughing
enough.
about the reverse suspenders is a thing that yanks your pants down. This is
I
so
feel like-
dumb.
I feel like that's something that some like high school guy invented at some point to more easily pants the kids he was bullying.
Ooh. Or for like when like the late 90s like like rap fashion went like mainstream and everyone was like must expose the boxers.
Yeah, which like gravity defying.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how they like actually stayed up when their entire literal butt was out.
I
Like
do.
the waistband was below the cheeks.
I
Yeah,
I
actually,
never like
explain.
I don't even know how to explain it. I've never okay. First of all, for the record, I've never seriously sagged my pants before. But I did try it because I was like, how to? And yeah, they stay up, but you do. But the reason why you're doing that little like side to side like waddle when you walk is so that they don't fall down.
So it's not swag, it's keeping your pants up.
Yeah, exactly.
Fascinating. Oh my god, I don't know what rapper it is, but I love the video that's like, it's incredible. How do you keep your pants up when you're performing? And it's just like 5 seconds of sound. He goes, belt.
Wait, now I wanna
Classic.
find that.
I will find that and link it for anyone who has not been blessed with that video.
I feel like you saying swag helps keep your pants up or whatever how it was you phrased it can be interpreted another way where it's like if you do that your pants will stay up. Look into my innuendo.
Yeah, no.
I realized what I was saying as I was saying it.
Okay, it was Travis Scott.
Nice.
He's like
Belt.
belt.
And like, yeah, nice succinct answer.
Yeah.
What did they think it was going to be like? Well, I super glue them to myself
Yeah,
because that's commitment.
who thought that was like a good interview question, by the way?
Yeah.
Like
What other answer could there be?
ridiculous. Actually, here, you know what? If I can get to this in my Twitter bookmarks in a timely fashion, I think I got one more for us. Because there's a photo that I must share with the podcast group chat for this to make sense. I have so much dumb stuff saved on Twitter. I really need to stop. But am I going to? Absolutely not.
There will be a meme dump sometime soon because I keep forgetting to send them again.
Hell yeah, I love a good meme. I look forward to the meme dumps, honestly.
I'm sure I got a ton I haven't sent y'all.
Hell yes. No, where is it? It's around here somewhere, I promise.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
Also just realizing like how weird my Twitter likes are. Here we go. Meme inbound to podcast chat. Boop boop.
That was a lot of boops. Oh yes, I've seen this.
Yeah, I want to know who the sick fucks are that are doing anything but the green check image.
Oh yeah.
It
Everybody
depends.
like hippo it.
Hold on, here. I'm gonna pull this up on my monitor real quick.
Now, there's a specific reason I say it depends. If you are ever at a water park and it's a crowded water park and you want to get on the lazy river,
yes,
but they don't have rafts, you can go around on foot optionally, right? And it's not super deep. And you can do that, right? You can do the sort of crawling forward. But that gets old after a while, so you got to try some different methods.
Okay, yeah, I can understand, like, trying some different things, but the default
So
is
I've
the
done all of
forward
these.
crawl.
Yeah.
Actually, my default lazy river is the second one there, the upper right. Crawling along.
Fascinating.
Okay. Actually, I agree with that, but only in the lazy river circumstances.
I love when dogs figure out that they can stand in pools. They do the little T-Rex thing. Absolutely wonderful. I also...
Same with crocodiles. Have you seen that thing that shows like the crocodile from under the water and he's just like floating along, like standing up? It's like, am I supposed to take them seriously after this?
I know. I also loved when we were in Lake George and Echo was posing in the water and we were like, oh my god, she's a model, and not 2 seconds later she went and gagged on a bunch of lake water.
She's like, oh, she's so pretty.
And she still is so pretty. Love her.
Yeah.
But yeah, the timing of that, I
wish it's
I
like
had been recording.
Yeah.
It was great. Love her. But yeah, no, my default is always to walk forward on my hands like a crocodile.
I think it also depends, like, yeah, if you're just trying to get from point A to point B, sure, but like if you're like hanging out, I think that upper right makes more sense.
Okay, yeah. This will be another thing for us to judge each other for when we like go to an amusement park or something.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Oh my god, I know. I'm so excited. That's gonna be a weekend of utter chaos.
Yeah.
Exciting indeed.
Doesn't Great Escape like serve alcohol?
Well, they all do. It's stupid expensive, but
I mean, listen.
I mean, look, if we're already going.
I mean,
I definitely drink while I'm there, but
yeah.
I mean, as is your God-given right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty much all canned stuff.
If it's gonna be like Saratoga weekend.
Yeah. Which I suppose we'll have to discuss when we're done recording today, but...
Yes. Oh, that's right. I did have an idea that I wanted to present to the class. It will just be a post-podcast.
Ah, we get to leave the people in suspense.
Presentation. Is there a PowerPoint?
I love it. Again, I think we should do a PowerPoint episode. Like, I don't care what it's about, just make a PowerPoint.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
I just used one of the thousands I've already...
No, it has to, but actually that's a power move. You show up with actual, like, educational PowerPoint. I'm just here, like, reasons why, and I'm just here, like, reasons why I think X character is hot. Maybe that'll be next episode, or either next episode or one of the upcoming ones.
It's gonna say I won't be here for
PowerPoint night, baby. Okay, yeah. So one of the ones in a couple weeks.
I'm missing the next 2 episodes unless I get to join you from. Technically, I could.
No,
because I think there's Wi-Fi in the hotel.
You're not.
Well, no, because
you're busy.
Fighting with Friends goes postal.
Because London well, because next week I'll be traveling, so I definitely can't do that. But the week after that, I'll be in London, which I think is 5 hours ahead, 6 hours, 7. It's either 5 or 7. I can't remember.
I mean, we've
Because it's one
definitely
off from
made
Paris, which is
it work
6.
before. We have had the Meredith boys.
So yeah, but so 5:30, it would either be 10:30 or 12:30 there. I'm not sure which. So I'm probably more than likely back in the hotel room by then. So
Girl, you need to sleep.
have you met me?
Yeah, I know. It gets more concerning the longer I know you.
It's always been this way. It's fine.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be fun? Let me join from London. I'll just go out to the streets.
That would be a little bit funny. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit funny. But no, you are under no obligation to do that. You are supposed to be there having fun, not doing this podcast.
I could just pop in for like a few minutes or something too.
You could do that. That would be kind of funny.
Okay, it's 5 hours ahead, so it would be 10:30 there.
I mean, if you really feel possessed to, you can. I obviously will not stop you.
See, because we'll probably be in well before that, and that's not where I'm at the conference. So it's not like I have friends out drinking with there. Paris, I will be, but
I love that for you, and I expect so many unhinged Snapchats, please and thank you.
Yes, that goes for me too.
Legally required.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it's also not required that they be legal.
Yeah. But we won't tell anyone.
Yeah.
I don't know what their laws are.
Aren't there some like crazy laws, like especially like just some really antiquated laws, like you can't wear like the neck like fruffles like around the palace or something, and
I'm
just
sure.
like laws from like the 1200s that like that people on YouTube intentionally break just to like.
Actually, that's super funny, and that is a thing I will 100% be searching when we're done recording for the night,
Yeah.
because that sounds entertaining.
A few weeks ago, I can't remember what I was looking up, but I was reading some things about Paris in preparation for the trip, and one of the things that I came across said something along the lines of like, things are a bit more relaxed in Paris than they used to be. For example, sleeveless shirts are no longer considered to be inappropriate in public. Excuse me?
Girl, what?
Like, how long ago are we talking that I would have been, obscene?
We're just walking around with our arms out like a bunch of sluts?
Yeah, I was like, did I miss something? Like, oh no, look, oh no. I'm gonna cover up.
Yeah. Odd.
Uh,
But what do I know? I've never been to Paris.
yeah.
I know. But, well, by the time this comes out,
I will be there.
you will be there. Exciting, exciting. So, yeah.
Mhm.
But we have some guests coming up, which will be super fun. And maybe you'll pop in for a minute from London. That'd be kind of cool. But again, you're under absolutely no obligation to. So, I think that's going to wrap us up for this week.
If this was a crooked podcast, we would call it Friends Fight the World.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be very fun.
Actually, this time next week, I'll be sitting in the Toronto airport.
Godspeed,
So-
friend. Godspeed.
My flight's at like 6. Oh no, I'll be on the plane. My flight's at like 6:30.
We will be thinking of you while we record. Ugh. I
Yeah.
can speak. All right, but yes, as always, friends, thank you very much for fighting with us. We appreciate each and every single one of you, and we will be back again next week. See ya.
Bye all.
This week's episode of the Fighting with Friends podcast was hosted by Bridget Kelly, Zach Calderon, and Dr. Sarah Brooks. You can find other episodes of the podcast on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, or your other favorite listening platform. Follow us on Twitter at BridgetKelly98, at Zach Calderon, and at AndSarahSaid. Rate and review us on your podcatcher of choice. Like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Twitch, and join our Discord community using the links in the description. You can also help support us via the Acast supporter feature, or consider donating to our Patreon. Thanks for listening!